Good morning, Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Battle in 5 Seconds After Being Chapter 173. So before we get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and getting faster by the second. We're talking panic attack, hyperspeed, migraine levels of struggle up in here. Oh, I'm struggling to keep a roof over my head. It is that bad. But, if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So, last chapter, we really got into the backstory, in terms of Akira and Toya, and of course Mama Akira too. And we're getting to the point where we're going to find out why Toya has it out, for her son. And I think I am starting to understand why this is an eye for an eye thing, obviously. And I feel horrible. I do. I mean, his waifu was gone. His waifu was the one that saved him. And the thing that really is weird in all this is that you would think he would want to protect the thing that his wifey left behind, their son, because that's a part of her. But, it's going to be interesting to see how she died and how Akira killed her. That'll be very interesting to see. But let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Ooh. You remind me a little of my mom, Yuri. She couldn't abandon anyone in need. That's just the kind of person she was. And remember what was said last chapter. Mama Akira saved Toya. That's what Toya said. Even as a kid, I understood that. I just never really accepted it. Back to the flashback. You got quite the fever. You won't be able to go to school today. Oh dear, I guess I have no choice but to stay home. Nice. At least try and sound sincere. You really do need a rest, though. You won't be allowed to play games all day, kiddo. You need time to recover, and I'll be here to make sure you get it. What about work? I'll let them know I'm taking the day off. I can't leave you home alone when you're sick. Mommy's staying by your side all day long, so no games for you. Okay, you know he's happy about it. Can you really take the day off? Don't you have a lot going on at the moment? Yeah, but I can have someone cover for me. I want to take time off as well, but I have too much work on my plate. Call me if anything happens. It'll be fine. Have a nice day. Now then, I'll fix you up some food so you can get better quickly. What does our little prince want today? Again? Why Mia calls him that, it's because of her. Porridge, udon, porridge with extra vegetables. Ice cream, there should be some left. Sorry, I finished off the ice cream yesterday. In the Shiyanagi house, sweet treats don't last long. Since we're out of ice cream, the prince has to settle for porridge instead. I'll go buy some after you finish this, okay? Will you get a large? How about a large chocolate ice cream pack for the two of us? Yay, I'm in. Aww. It's so cute. Takato, yes? This isn't urgent, but I'd like you to investigate these two when you have the time. These two? I don't mind. Who are they? A work call? Probably. It doesn't matter, though. I told them I'd be taking the day off. Hello? Yes, it's me. Oh, is that Messiah? Oh, right, I did give you my number. See, I told you so. You claimed you would never use it, but here you are. Huh, sorry. So why are you calling? Something troubling you? You're kidding, right? If he does that, he's going to get the death penalty for sure. He only avoided it last time because Shirasagi was the prosecutor and he was sympathetic. No, he'll probably die before he even gets a trial. That's why you called, right? Good thinking. Where are you now? It'll be fine. I'll do something about it, right? I'll have one of my colleagues head there as quickly as possible. I understand that. You're right. You called me because you trust me. But my son is sick today and I can't leave the house, so someone else will have to. Wait, Kuroiwa, don't hang up. Please wait. I'll be right there. Please tell Ichi to hold off before he goes through with this insane scheme. Aww. Akira. Work? Sorry, I have to go. I'll come back as soon as I can. I see. It's fine. It's just a cold. I'm not a little kid anymore. Akira, if you can't keep the promise, don't make it. Akira, listen. It's always like this. I heard you on my birthday, Mom. I know the people you're trying to help are in big trouble, so I'm not going to ask you to stay. It's just unfair. Please, Akira, come out from under the sheets. She could come back with the ice cream after. I know I'm lucky compared to the people who need you. I have a home, plenty of games, and my parents get along, but all I really want is for you to be here with me when I need you. Oh my God, but all I really want is for you to be here for me when I need you. Is that too much to ask for? Of course it's not too much to ask, Akira. Of course it's not. It's just, I know how you feel. You're in a hurry, right? Hurry up and go. Akira, let's talk when I get back. Not about today. I want to talk about my family situation before you were born. Granny and Gramps, they died before I was born, right? I already know. Yes, but that's not the whole story. You see, your mother used to have a little sister. Wait, what? Wait, is Mion her little wait, what? Is Mion her little sister? Oh my God, if Mion is Auntie, I'm gonna lose it. I was planning on telling you someday. Let's talk when I get home, okay? Why? I feel like you'll understand my feelings better if I tell you. And I want you to tell me more about your feelings, Akira. We'll talk, and I promise to make changes to make sure your needs are always my top priority, Akira. Please forgive me for today. The future of two young men may be decided now. The ice cream. Keep the promise about the ice cream and I'll forgive you. Yay! I got it. I'll make a mad dash and grab some from the closest supermarket. You can munch on it while waiting for me to come home. To tell the truth, I didn't want ice cream that badly. I just felt bad about upsetting her, and I want to see Mom again before she had to leave. That's all I had on my mind when I asked her. Yeah, I know what you mean. What happened next? Yes, hello? Is Chief Shiranagi here? We just received word. No, Akira, that wasn't your fault. Oh no. It was my fault. If I didn't act like a spoiled brat, Mom wouldn't have died. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks. Father blames me and I blame myself. You saw what he did, right? If I don't surrender, he's going to take everything from me. He doesn't treat me as a son. I'm his enemy. He will relentlessly pursue revenge for my mother. And you think he'll come after me next? Going up against my father. God, this art is fantastic. I can't promise to keep you safe once he's our opponent, but neither of us plan on retiring, so I had no choice but to tell you our story. Yuri, please, please don't die. I don't want you to leave me like my mom did. Okay, but you have to promise me. Earlier you said you don't mind fighting against your father, even if it means killing him, but I want you to swear that you won't kill him no matter what. I'll be sure not to die, so please promise that you won't resort to killing your dad. Oh my God. I'll be sure not to die, so please promise that you won't resort to killing your own dad. Think of how your mother would feel. Exactly. She would not want this. Just like she would not want Toya to kill her son. Fine, I promise. Yo, sorry to interrupt your heart-to-heart, but they've already made their move. Kurosaki? Gotta call on Chitose's phone. It's from your father. He's still on the line. Looks like the final battle's about to start. He wanted us to put you on the phone. But here's the thing. I don't understand why. I understand and I don't understand why Toya is blaming Akira for this. I kind of understand because of the whole ice cream thing, but I don't understand, but because it was like it's not his fault that she got the call from those assholes. at work and they guilt tripped her. She was getting guilt tripped, period. She was getting guilt tripped by Akira and, by her job. She was trying to prevent like murder from happening. What the fuck did you want her to do? But you know what she could have done, and this would have been different. Her husband worked. Her husband had a high position. I want you to keep this in mind. Her husband works for oh my god, hold on a second, this is gonna piss me off. Remember, Toya has connections. He is a government official. I mean, you have to. I think he works in intelligence, or if I remember correctly, he's an intelligence chief or some shit. He could have gotten someone down there fast. He probably could have gotten the police down there hella fast. But it was those kids that she was working with. Because they were basically they're gangs. They were living in the hood, and they were, went down the path of crime. It wasn't looking good for them. I know she was trying to help them. I know. When you have a tough upbringing like that, what are you gonna do? It's good. There's only so much you can do. Yeah, Toya changed. He did because of her, but there was only so much she could do. But she still could have called him and see if he could do something to help. I know that there was only so much time. But yeah, I mean, the kids wouldn't have trusted the cops anyway, so there's that too. But like, still, I don't know. I don't know what else she could have done. But that home situation, man, about her sister, Mion's got to be that sister. Because why else would she name Akira? If Akira was a girl, why would she name her Mion after her sister? That is fucking insane. I feel so bad for her. I do. But I hate that I hate that Toya is blaming Akira for this. I do. It was her choice to do it. It was her choice to go. She didn't have to go, but she felt obligated to go. That was her fault. That was her choice to go. She could have said no, but then she would have been guilt tripped by, she would have felt guilty about all this shit. She could have had another colleague go and do it. But then again, she would have been felt guilty about it. Because she could have called Toya and see if he could have, gotten someone down there fast. Shit, Toya could have gone down there himself. Because Toya could have probably related to them. Because Toya was a huge asshole. And was changed by her. But nah. Or see if Toya could come home and take care of Akira. But, well, even if he did come home and take care of Akira, still. Nah. Shit, you can make the argument that even if Akira wasn't sick and she went to work that day, she still would have died. I mean, there's just so many things. And him blaming Akira is just his, you gotta wonder if this is just him projecting his own failure. He's just he's projecting his feeling of incompetence on Akira because he wishes that he could have saved her, that he could have done something. I just feel bad. I feel bad for him. I do. I do. He's looking for someone, because when you have someone, when someone you love dies like that, significant other, child, or whatnot. Again, I'm going through my own grieving process. You are looking for someone to blame. Like in my situation with Brian. I know Brian was the one that ingested the heroin. I know he was, and the meth. But I also look at the person who gave him that, who gave him those drugs. I look at what I look at what led to that. I look at all that shit. And I'll blame myself sometimes. I'll blame the kindness that, I had, and let the stuff that let the fact that that both of us were taken advantage of, and that this whole thing could have been prevented. It could have been prevented. But ultimately, he was the one that chose to do it. It's the same thing here. She was the one that ultimately chose to do it. It sucks. And I understand. That's why I understand. I understand where Toya is coming from. I do. But he's just looking for someone to blame. He is. He's just looking for someone to blame because he feels guilty. He feels horrible. He's obviously he's not taking this death very well. I do not blame him for this. I do not blame him for not taking this death very well, because this is the woman he loves. But also keep in mind how Toya was as a person before she died. But the other thing we don't know is, does Toya know about MION being here? Because if he doesn't know about MION, because remember, it really seems like MION is Mama Akira's sister. Because I think he does. But if he doesn't know that she is part of this, then, oh God, this is going to be a huge twist. But I'm going to say this in regards to Toya, though. And as I said earlier, Toya should be, and I'm hoping that we're going to see that he's going to realize this. I'm hoping Yuri's going to fucking talk some sense in him now that she knows the situation is, dude, the last piece of your wife is right there. She is still there. She is alive within your son. And you're going to kill him and kill the last bit of her right there. Why? That makes no sense. But again, when you're grieving, nothing makes sense. I know. Anyways, very curious what you guys think. It's heartbreaking. This is so heartbreaking. It is. But Akira, you should not blame yourself. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. It is the driver that hit her. It is their fault. And it is also, your mama chose to go. She chose to go. So don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself. And I think Yuri said it too. So, anyways, this is going to be very powerful. This fight between Akira and Toya could be very powerful. I can't wait to see MION get involved in this too. This will be very interesting indeed. And I really want to know more about, now I want to know about Mama Akira's background. I hope we get that from MION as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more battle in 5 seconds after meeting content. A few ways you can do that. Donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.